Hello, I am Dimitri and welcome back to the Battle of the Hockey Pool Guides. I apologize for the delay in getting this video out, but I was busy collecting more guides and lists. In fact, I received one more set just yesterday. I am grateful for all of your support. There's a lot to get through, so let's get going. Here are the parameters that we will be conducting our simulations under. These are the same conditions which my earlier videos went through. I do wish to reiterate that every list was edited to remove all known retired, non-NHLers, and players that would not realistically have had a chance to play in the season. The hardest determinations were those players that were unsigned or on the injury list as the season was about to get underway. In order to qualify for the Battle of the Hockey Pool Guides, each list had to have had a minimum of 200 predictions. That last-minute entry actually knocked out a list that only had 200 predictions. That gave us 40 entrants. You will see the competition structure on the next slide. The winners will be determined by the total number of first-place victories across all draft lengths. I have randomly divided the 40 lists into 5 qualifying groups of 8. The top 2 in each group will automatically qualify for the semifinals. The 6 next best lists will be wildcarded into the semifinals as well. The semifinals will also randomly be assigned into 2 groups of 8, where the top 3 guides will automatically make the finals. The 2 next best lists will be wildcarded into the finals. At the end of this grueling process, close to 2 million draft simulations will have been performed. The guide with the most victories in the finals will be deemed the winner of the 2019 Battle of the Hockey Pool Guides. Qualifying blue group competitors will consist of the Daily Faceoff, Le Pool, Keeping Karlsson Consensus, Chuck Lemieux Consensus, Scott Cullen, the 3-year rankings by points per game, the Droit le Soleil, and Yahoo. Qualifying purple group will consist of the Ultimate Pool Preview, Rotowire, Left Wing Lock, the Sports Forecaster, the 3-year rankings by points, Hockey Center Ice, ESPN, and Fantrax. Qualifying orange group will be composed of Hockey the Magazine, our late entry DatsyukToZetterberg Marcels, ML_Hockey, the Fantasy Hockey Report, last year's rankings by points, McKeen's Hockey, Keeping Karlsson Brian's picks, and the overall consensus by rank from all of the guides. The next qualifier grouping, green, will be made up of Keeping Karlsson Elan's picks, DobberHockey, Marqueur, The Hockey News, Sports Guy 9000, CBS Fantasy, last year's rankings by points per game, and the Ultimate Pool Preview Experts. The final qualifier group of yellow will be contested by Pool Pro, DobberHockey's Monthly Top 300, Steve's Cheat Sheet, Chuck Lemieux, Brennan Klak, Pro Action Stats, Steve Laidlaw, and the NHL's Pete Jensen. At the current moment, I can only simulate one group at a time, so let's take a look at the tail of the tape for the blue qualifying group. On the right-hand side, you will see my evaluations of their total missed opportunity score, with their average missed opportunity within brackets, the points lost that were unpredicted, and how many perfectly ranked players they made. The 3-year rankings by points per game might look daunting, but only 12 of the perfectly ranked players were within the top 400 players last season, and the low unpredicted value only means that when they did have a player projection, it was worse off. Their low average is a consequence of having made more than 800 projections. Who do you think will win and move on to the semifinals? Which guides will be eliminated from this qualifying battle? The battle has begun, and after approximately 32,000 simulations, where the Daily Faceoff had the first pick, the 2 French entries, Le Droit le Soleil newspapers and Le Pool, are in the lead. Still in the hunt for top spots are Chuck Lemieux's Consensus and Scott Cullen. The other guides look to be far off in the distance. Most disappointing was that the Daily Faceoff could not muster up any victories while having the advantage of first overall pick, and the 3-year rankings based on points per game were in dead last more than 98% of the time. The 3-year ranks could easily be explained because their first pick in every scenario will be Ryan Poehling. He statistically had the best points per game average, and far be it from me to start meddling with the lists beyond what I have stated in the parameters. You should take notice though, whether you work off of a formula, methodology, or someone else's list, you should customize it. Don't worry about convincing other people. Why would you want them to know your thoughts and feelings when you're trying to beat them? I will be posting the complete missed opportunity evaluations and updates on the progress of this qualifying battle on my blog as it progresses, so check it out. I hope you have an enjoyable holiday season, but be safe and stay tuned for the results of the first qualifying round to the Battle of the Hockey Pool Guides. Thanks for watching.